Chapter 5: The Search for a Sound Business Idea. What is a sound business idea? It is defined as the economic opportunity which is within the reach of the entrepreneur and which will provide him with a desirable value. This means having a concept of product or service which the entrepreneur can introduce and do well in the existing market. An entrepreneur who is well grounded in the concept of sound business idea will be able to save time, effort, and money in pursuing his goals. This is because coming up with a sound business idea takes proper planning in order to effectively execute its concept. An example of a sound business idea would be the case of DHL, FedEx, and LBC. With the introduction of these parcel delivery services, the complaints of the consumers were resolved and these new modes of delivery became a success. The product or service offering may be improved in different ways, such as 1. Its performance, like creating a chair that is able to carry more weight. 2. A product that has a lower maintenance cost, like a car battery that requires less servicing. 3. In terms of the acquisition cost, where you sell an existing product in a lower price than other competing brands. 4. A salvage value, such as a steel filling cabinet with a higher salvage value. And 5. Having multi-purpose uses, such as a fly paper that can also function as a mousetrap, making it more cost-effective. These factors can help in coming up with a sound business idea that is fresh and will pique the interest of the market. Coming up with a never-been-heard-of business idea may be hard, but there are various opportunities as there are different forms of business ideas. The following are some examples. 1. An old type of business can be professionalized so that operations can be streamlined and better organized. 2. A standard product can be customized, just like when a recording company produces a -1 music available in 3 different pitch levels. 3. Having a new technology adapted to manufacture an old product, which can help in minimizing production cost and improving the product in quantity and quality. 4. Replacing imported products with local products to eliminate the difficulties in importing products and at the same time encourage local production. And 5. Business operations can be internationalized. Efforts in achieving this are very high, and it will be a big challenge, but the rewards will be great if it becomes a success.
Procedure in determining the best business idea. It is very important that the most applicable idea to the firm's objectives and resources is chosen. There are 3 steps in the proposed procedure. Number 1. Preparation of the list of business ideas. It's important to research your industry, find competitors, understand risk, and map out your finances before starting your business. Number 2. Screening of the listed business ideas. It is important to evaluate and contrast new product ideas to get the most promising ones for your business. Number 3. Final selection. The purpose of screening is to eliminate from the list the generated business ideas that did not pass the adopted criteria.
There are 2 general methods of generating business ideas. Number 1. Unanticipated means, when the entrepreneur finds business ideas without serious effort. Letter A. The person's work employees, who are in direct contact with the customers, are sometimes confronted with demand for products or services. Letter B. The person's hobby. There are times when a person's hobby turns out to be a business opportunity. A hobby is a useful means of developing some skill, which could be useful later when the hobbyist decides to operate the business. Example: enjoys gardening, equals flower shop or farm. Number 2. Deliberate search. Letter A. Using search questions. Answers can be obtained if the right questions are asked. When questions are used to draw out specific answers, they are referred to as search questions. Example: how can this product be made differently? Letter B. Idea prompting. Encounters with someone else's idea or a customer request or some other event may provide hints or cues leading to the business idea. Example: customer requests. Screening generated ideas. Business ideas may be screened with the use of the following criteria. Number 1. Market feasibility. A business idea must pass the market feasibility. This means that there must be positive indication about the following. Letter A. Stable and sufficient demand. Demand that remains constant or shows signs of growth throughout long periods indicate the probability of market feasibility. Letter B. Potential competitive strength of firm. The business idea must be such that the venture can effectively compete with current or potential competitors. Example: product offerings, price, distribution methods, etc.
Letter C. Source of market information. Information required to determine the market fit of the business idea may be derived from the following. Number 1. Prior studies of the market or related market by other companies, government agencies, and entrepreneurs. Number 2. Actual polls of population samples representing typical customers. Examples: mail questionnaires, advertisements incorporating feedback mechanisms such as mail response, phone interviews, and personal interviews. Number 3. Negotiation with prospective customers to solicit orders and determine whether or not they will actually buy or not.
Number 2. Technical feasibility. Business ideas oftentimes appear easy to execute, but it's not really so when converting them into real products or services with the required quality and quantity. Anything can go wrong in the attempt to assemble the needed resources. Difficulties may be encountered in the procurement of materials and manpower. Number 3. Financing feasibility. The proposed owner of the venture must have sufficient capital, or if sufficient, must be good credit standing community. Example: the proposed owner's savings, relatives and friends, and financing institutions like banks. Number 4. Financial feasibility. Any business idea that cannot provide some indication of profitability must be screened out. Profit is the result of financial feasibility of the business idea. Financial feasibility may be determined through analysis of financial prospects of the proposed business idea. This may be done in 2 steps. Number 1. The preparation of projected financial statements such as income statement, balance sheet statement, and cash flow statement. Number 2. Determination and analysis of financial ratios derived from the projected statements.
Projected statement. Financial statement is the forecast of something which will happen in the future. Income statement is the financial record summarizing firm's planned or expected financial performance. Balance sheet shows the planned or expected financial position of the enterprise. And a cash flow statement shows the planned or expected cash sale or purchase. Final selection may appear to be any of the following. In status quo, all the business ideas listed passed. In shortlist, some of the ideas generated were eliminated. And in zero listing, all business ideas generated and listed were eliminated. Effective innovation assures the continuous survival and growth of the enterprise, but innovation can only thrive in creative organization. Encouragement of creativity and risk-taking is finding the solution to problems that hinder achievement. Reward for creativity is when creativity is rewarded and such activity will continue existing. In open communication, there is a free flowing of ideas between the members. Allowance for errors. Innovation thrives in an environment that provides allowance for errors. A climate for participation is when employees feel free to participate in the creation of solutions. Structural mechanism that aid creativity is the urge to create solution would be heeded by innovative person. Training in the creative process. It will help if those expected to perform creatively are properly trained. And flexibility accommodates the time that the employee is most creative. The success of a new entrepreneurial venture depends on the adaptation of sound business idea. The same requirement applies to an established business. A sound business idea is an economic opportunity which is within the reach of an enterprise and which could provide a desirable value. Good venture ideas may be generated through an unanticipated means of deliberate search. The individual's exposure to his work, hobbies, acquaintances, or chance events constitute the unanticipated means of generating business ideas. Deliberate search consists of using search questions and idea prompting, which could be derived from encounters with someone else's idea, a customer's request, or some other events. Generated ideas must be screened throughout determination of their market, technical, financing, and financial feasibility.